Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel, and it's time to get to know the next Mr. Showtime. I'm totally trolling my brother right now. The Retro Sports Gamer Championship is going to be this Saturday at a bar in Chicago. The snow is in the background of the stream as it continues to snow and snow and snow here in Chicago. It's like a real life Sim City out here. And I'm going to play some Showtime. Get ready for this tournament. This year we're playing NBA Showtime instead of the NBA Jam games. This game, you know, we love it. Couple tournaments we've done have been very competitive. What's up, Deontay Jenkins in the chat? Probably one of the most competitive and balanced overall that we've played with the guys that play on the channel. So I've been living good. I got a crafty here today. This is Della. This is Old Irving Brewery. They got a good falafel burger. Picked it up. Looks like they just got a little sticker on the can, but this one's just like a Pilsner beer. And, you know, I like to think that I am the best at this game. Although the tournaments we've done, my brother's won. So that's why we call, or he calls himself Mr. Showtime, which we can adopt it since he won the tournaments. What's up, Antonio? But anyways, Green Magic has made a tier list for NBA Showtime, and if I do have a weakness at this game that I found out, it's that I'm just not good with certain teams. If I don't get the certain teams like the Bulls, what's up, Antonio? With Tony Kukoc, the Raptors, then I could struggle. Pacers I like, so I'm gonna try playing with different teams in each tier and warm up for this tournament.
Wide open for the three.
Yeah. This game was on PS1 and N64, but it's on the Dreamcast. It's just about arcade perfect. The graphics aren't quite the same on those two systems. So let me take a look real quick here at Green Magic's tier list. I guess we'll start from the bottom. It looks like he has 5 tiers. The bottom tier looks like the T-Wolves, Heat, Nets, Magic, Grizzlies, Clippers. So in the chat, which team do you want to see? T-Wolves got Garnett, Terrell Brandon, Joe Smith. Heat, Tim Hardaway, Mourning, PJ Brown, Rashawn Leonard. Nets, Van Horn, Kendall Gill. So the commonality with these teams too is they just don't have as many players. The Magic are pretty bad. Bo All, Danny Shays, Daryl Armstrong, Chris Gatling. Grizzlies got Bibby, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Bryant Reeves, Doug West, Cherokee Parks, and the Clippers got Vankovic, Maurice Taylor, and Johnny Newman. Only 3 players. A couple guys on the T-Wolves I didn't mention were Dean Garrett, Bobby Jackson, and Malik Sealy. So I'm looking at that. Let me know who you want to see. Oh, Eli the Wolves here, so we got to go with the Timberwolves, which I think are the best team in the tier. They still got KG. They were number 1 seed back in the Western Conference. What's up, Infamous Smoke? So yeah, let's get the T-Wolves in here. And just run it through. Danny Shays, yeah. Blast from the past. I think Danny Shays, if I remember correctly, I know he's a white guy. He might have had some glasses that didn't look that cool. Ray Dizzy Gaming. Big Country, Bryant Reeves. I like to tell my daughter I'm a big country dada. She never caught on. She just doesn't care for that. All right, so let's just make sure this controller fig is right. The truth will seep out if you get me started. At least what I believe it to be. Not holding back. Yeah, Jordan, he took himself out for licensing issues for quite a while. Well, basically, while he was at his best. All right, that looks good. Your boy Alcoholic went to Farragut with KJ and Ronnie Fields. Yeah, Ronnie Fields was one of the guys back then where everyone's like, he's the best guy in that team. Like, he's NBA bound. I think there's probably some stories about him if you want to look him up, Ronnie Fields. It is freezing in my basement. I did shovel today. It looks like I did nothing because it's been snowing that much.
This is the NBA on NBC.
NBA on NBC. This game came out in 1999, and I don't believe that the NBC or NBC covered the NBA for that much longer. I don't know if it was like 2001 or something. Probably something on one of these VMUs, but I'm just gonna go with whatever. Oh, the Trump impeachment's pure political theater. It's just like, come on. Like, they just want everyone fighting over these old men. Old, rich, white men. Like, get the heck out of here. Who cares? Oh, yeah, I love... This is my ringtone on my phone, the NBA and NBC. So we're going with Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's see why Joseph ranked him so low. Garnett's good, but three-point shooting is kind of big in this game. Brandon, yeah, he's all right. Garrett's bad. Joe Smith, pretty good overall. Bobby Jackson can't shoot for a small guy. That's terrible. Malik Sealy, not very good either. So, yeah, it's pretty much like Garnett, Joe Smith, and then Terrell Brandon. So, me, throughout the whole game, I would just play Garnett and Joe Smith. Well, I see why he rate them so low. They do not have a three-point shooter, really. Brandon's the best one they got at 11. What's up, Rolando? Grand Champion from the arcade version? Uh-oh. Looks like I'm not the next Mr. Showtime. 2002? Thanks, Eli. I don't know how you know all this stuff. Maybe you're just looking it up on your computer. But yeah, it felt like it was right around that time.
The Minnesota Timberwolves go up against
at halftime.
the Vancouver Grizzlies.
You could pick my player. As long as he doesn't suck. You knew it was about to go down. I just can't believe when you look at what the NBA is today compared to what they were showing us in the 90s. It's like night and day. Unbelievable.
Mike
Complete
Bibby,
trash
Sharif
today.
Abdul-Rahim, Joe Smith, Kevin
Unwatchable, in my opinion.
Here's
What
the tip.
tournament did we win?
This is the matchup everyone's been waiting for. Magic carpet ride. Dishes
Well,
to
when we did the Showtime
Smooth
tournaments,
move.
Matt actually won them
Quick release.
both.
And Bibby
92 to 2002, 10-year contract.
from way outside. In his case,
Burnett
the
feels
playground
good.
is heaven.
The
With
truth
the finger
is more
roll.
more
Hands
than
off to
Mr.
Garnett.
Showtime.
Dishes to Garnett.
But hey,
Don't touch
tournament
him. You'll burn your
Saturday.
fingers. This guy is on fire.
I am a big Hang Time fan. It's
Hands off
just
to Abdul-Rahim.
this game outshined it, in
Stolen.
my opinion.
Garnett.
It made it more balanced. One thing that's consistent with the NBA Jam and Hang Time games is pushing. If you get good at it, it's pretty much
Finds
kind of
Garnett.
overpowered.
Oh, with the spin.
There's no
he
checks
dunked
and
it.
balance. This game, though, it gives you that 5 foul rule, so you can only do it 5 times before they get a free throw worth 3 points. So that balances it out a little bit.
Goes up high. I want to see the replay on that one.
Jimbo. I hope he's all right. But NBA Hang Time, it's just more of a defensive game than this one. This one's very offensive, but it takes, you know, some skill, some timings.
Hands off to
What
Garnett.
am I trying to say? It's some time skill
This guy's really heating up.
and pulling off the steals and the blocks in this one.
There is 1 minute left. I want to see the replay.
Oh, we'll
on
be
that
streaming
one.
the tournament. So this is the way the tournament's going down. So it's going to be 4 single elimination tournaments. You get points. And then 1 double elimination, which will be Tecmo. That's the grand finale. And then the final 4, based off the points, will play in a best of 3 to see who the Retro Sports Gamer champion is. But each game has a first place prize.
Nothing but nylon. He spun right by his man.
Man, is it cold down here.
Garnett. How did he miss that shot?
I need to drink this beer faster. Yeah, Rolando, there's a tournament on Saturday in Chicago. It's a free tournament. Anyone can come play. You just got to email me, retrosportsgamertom@gmail.com. Oh, they need to bring the NBA back before they bring it back on NBC.
Finds Garnett.
Dean?
Twisting
Not
and
too
turning.
much. Not too familiar with them.
Hands off to Abdur Rahim.
The NBA is. I think they're trying to self-sabotage. To me, that's what it looks like. They're now in their second season without any fans. They are the most aggressive politically. They do things that make absolutely no sense, which they have players laying on the court like normal, sweating, high-fiving, whatever, and then they go sit on the bench with spread out chairs and a mask on. Like, what the heck's that doing? Do you get tested before you go sit at the bench, and that's why you need to put a mask on? Social distance makes absolutely no sense. The NBA is a clown show these days,
Abdur Rahim.
and I wouldn't recommend watching it until they clean it up.
Dishes to Garnett. Oh, with the spin. With the exclamation.
Soul Calibur? I never had that one. I did have Marvel vs. Capcom. Although, I never, it was, I was never good at it, so I ended up selling it.
Smoking now. Bibby. Twisting and turning.
No defense.
Like Bibby. To Garnett.
No physicality.
With a beautiful spin move. And he sent that one home loud and clear.
I mean, watch an NFL game today versus,
He may be headed for the bench. Really,
well, NBA too. They actually, there's a lot of physicality in the NBA and the NFL that just doesn't exist anymore.
Bibby, wide open for the 3. With the putback. With the jumper. Hands off to Garnett.
He could hold his own. I think a lot of people can hold their own in these arcade-style games. They're easy to play, but
Hands off to Garnett.
I wouldn't say difficult to master, but
How did he get through? This is dismissed.
there's a depth to them to master them. That's the best way I'll put it.
Abdur Rahim.
And that's the type of games that we like to play and feature in the championship. What's up, large man? Yeah. It's like a picnic basketball. Family reunion party. The lion sleeps no more. You could only be pushed to a certain point where you speak out every day. Me and DPS used to have a talk about towing the line on some of the stuff that would say on the channel, and I agreed with him then, but I told him now, like, it's impossible to happen. Who do you want me to use, Rolando? You still there? Yeah, it's something like that, Deontay. I never updated Team 2. Rolano's not there. I mean, I'm going to stick with Garnett. It's just defensively, height. Dunk, yeah. Block. That's the guy to go with. Power.
Hands off to Abdur Rahim.
Grizz. Put him in.
Abdur Rahim.
Oh, man. I got the NBA Jam teams. They're not in here. Let's find the Grizz. There we go. The Vancouver Grizzlies. ESPN coming back? What do you mean by that?
Whoa, boom, shakalaka.
Thanks, John. So the games that we're playing on Saturday are this game, NFL Blitz, N64, NHL 94 on the Sega Genesis, RBI Baseball, Nintendo, and Tecmo Super Bowl. So we are getting, not that they're new, but we're getting into later generations with the Dreamcast, you know, with NBA Showtime adding it.
Garnett. Oh, and it falls through for 2.
I don't know what the NBA players do in their free time.
Finds Abdur Rahim. The ball is loose. He shoots. Smith. Oh, the dejection of the rejection.
FIFA. See, I don't. Soccer is not something. Well, actually, in the U.S., a lot of young kids end up playing soccer at a young age. But sports that are heavily marketed are basketball, baseball, football.
Smith. Let's see that one again.
ESPN might bring back National Hockey Night.
Bibby. He shoots.
How about National? The fans can go to the game night.
Garnett. There is 1 minute left.
What's up, Jeffrey Williams? Why do the NBA players cross-dress?
Again with the shot.
Well, because you got a feminine agenda going on amidst all this chaos in today's day and age.
Dishes to Abdur Rahim. Finds Smith. Whoa.
But I haven't seen too many of them cross-dress.
Hands off to Abdur Rahim.
Actually, the OG is Dennis Rodman. He was wearing a dress in the 90s.
Hands off to Garnett.
Wedding dress. Look it up. It's not a pretty sight. I've seen the House of the Palace. For sure. So back when I was in community college, that happened, and I was in a sports class at Triton College, and man, we had a field day with that one, talking about like how you would handle that in a PR situation. Rodman, yeah. Rodman married himself. Rodman, he's obviously sold out in many ways.
He lays it up. Kevin Garnett.
I don't know what's up with them. They were showcasing him like being friends with the leader of North Korea.
And now he spins right by him.
Like they're friends, like he admires Dennis Rodman. This weird stuff.
Finds Abdur Rahim. Abdur Rahim.
The best thing you could do is just stop paying attention to the news and the screens that provide useless, senseless information.
There's a hard shot.
That's
he lost the ball.
You're in reality. Ron Artest. That's a good comparison. Ron Artest was a little bit more, like, a little crazier.
Hands off to Bibby.
They're both tough defensive guys.
Dishes to Abdur Rahim.
But I don't think
And he missed it. Hands
I
off
don't
to
think
Garnett.
Ron Artest
Garnett.
was wearing dresses. I may
Get
be
that
wrong.
shot out of here.
He did have a rap album.
Abdur-Rahim. Sharif Abdur-Rahim. Smooth move. Garnett.
Sega Genesis N64. Yeah,
Hands off to
I
Bibby.
like all these
Dishes to
systems really.
Abdur-Rahim.
It's hard to go wrong
Abdur-Rahim.
with any of these
Again,
retro
the shot won't
consoles.
go. Wide open for
But
the
I'm
three.
really pumped for Saturday. You know, I had the guys over.
Garnett.
I think it was the beginning of
And
November.
It's all starting to unravel now.
And we
it's
played a
all
Showtime
starting to
tournament.
unravel now. The clock is ticking.
And I haven't
That's
seen
it.
most of them since
And
then.
it's all starting to unravel now.
Mostly because
Lays it up.
I had a new baby girl
Don't count him out yet.
January
Bibby.
6th. So
The
a
ball is loose. Finds
lot
Garnett.
of just staying at home doing.
That was the straw that
being a
broke the
dad.
camel's back. Bibby at the horn.
Rodman hates the media
The
for a
Minnesota
reason.
Timberwolves
I mean,
have won the game.
yeah, the media can spin things however they want, but he also attracted it for sure. Meta World Peace. Oh yes, I forgot. All kids are good. So I do like the Timberwolves in this tier. Who do you think wears the best? Like I said, I don't know what NBA players do off the court. All I can say is what they're showing me now is just embarrassing. Like, it's horrible. Oh, is not. Maybe I should have read the question. Were 23s the best in the NBA? Yeah, I mean, I was going hard in December and it carried over into January, and then I've slowed down a little bit lately. But we got Sean, we got Lumberjack Cracks back on the channel a little bit. Well, if Rodman doesn't like the media, then there you go. It is funny when when they have him in. I watched a Jump before 2020, and they had Rodman and Pippen on there, and they're pretty real in their analysis of what they're saying. But Rodman's a goof. I mean, Jordan's obviously the best one. Fan-controlled football? What is that? Is that like simulation football? All right, so we're going to look at Green Magic's handy-dandy tier list. And we're going to try a team in tier 4. He's got the Celtics, Jazz, Mavericks, Nuggets, 76ers, and Hornets. So the Celtics got Dana Barros, Antoine Walker, Paul Pierce, Kenny Anderson, Kelbert Cheney, Tony Battie, Danny Fortson. I got a lot of players. Jazz, fun fact about the Karl Malone and Stockton, they're the only ones from the original NBA Jam to this game, so through TE, Hang Time, and Showtime, that are on the Jazz. Like, they're the only combo that's stuck on the same team. Mavericks, Cedric Ceballos. I didn't finish the Jazz. They got Malone, Stockton, Ostertag, Hornacek, Byron Russell. Mavs got Cedric Ceballos, Finley, Steve Nash, Sean Bradley, Nuggets, McDice, Nick Van Exel, Ron Mercer, Chauncey Billups, Bryant Stith. Sixers got Theo Ratliff, Allen Iverson, Matt Geiger, Aaron McKee, Tyrone Hill, Billy Owens. And the Hornets got Eddie Jones, Eldon Campbell, Anthony Mason, Derek Coleman, Bobby Phills. All right, who do you want me to use? Fans pick plays and rosters. There's something already like this called the Simulation FL. I've talked about it on the channel quite a bit.
Again with the shot.
They use
And he frees himself.
All Pro 2K8 on the Xbox 360 to simulate the football, and they basically do that. So they have quite a following on Twitch. Shaq and Ben Wallace. Ooh, I would take Ben Wallace in his prime.
Lays it up.
He was pumping it. You want to see the Celtics?
Whoop. I want to see the replay on that one.
Rachel Nichols. Oh, man. It's a real league. Oh, so you're saying like they actually... The players... There's physical humans on the field. Not like simulated video game football. Ah, that's interesting. I haven't heard of that. That is pretty interesting. I would like to see that play out. What is the league called? Mike Tyson owns a team. I think, and I guess streaming is part of this too, but it's like little physical human interaction, but also engagement in like just being on a screen, basically. Fan controlled football. It's a great idea, honestly. I think it's awesome. But I think that is what is cool about streaming, is that you can interact directly with, what you're watching. LeBron made Cleveland's team made sense. All right, let's see if... I don't want to end up playing the Grizzlies again. Hopefully they don't give me the Grizzlies. If they do, I will quit it. So, Deontay wanted to see the Boston Celtics. Oh, LeBron James. LeBron James, new Space Jam. Is that really a thing still coming out? I feel like I don't know what's going on. I don't have a Facebook. I don't turn on TV, like network TV ever. I turn on the TV for like YouTube and Netflix and the streaming services. Fan controlled football. That's cool. All right, so we got Antoine Walker. Let's see who I like. Kenny Anderson's a three-point shooter. Walker is good overall, but his three-point shooting is down. I can play around the three-point shooting, but it's kind of important in man-to-man games. Oh, yeah, just throw it deep. Just throw it deep in fan-controlled football. So, I mean, the classic combo on this team would be Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker. This is still a young Paul Pierce. Do I believe in this world being a matrix? I don't think the world is a matrix, but there is a matrix that we're engaging in on a daily basis. You watching this, me doing this, is part of it as well. And it just all has to do with the technology that we use. It's become indistinguishable from magic, so as long as we engage in it, we have the potential to be deeply under its spell, and I think that's what we're seeing here today with the way people are acting and have become a detriment to themselves. Cinemas are dead. I mean, you can still go to them here. I don't know what's coming out there, but I know wife's aunt, my aunt by marriage, has gone to some movies.
And he swishes it home. He shook him out of his drawers. Pierce.
So I have heard of it.
Antoine Walker. Hands off to Williams.
I think, you know, part of the goal is they want to make people's lives like so miserable that they consent to like hooking up to virtual reality.
He spun right by his man.
Like the Matrix,
Airmail
the movie.
And we gotta see
I've
that
played
one
it.
again. To Williams.
I think the U.S. government's
Really
trying. I mean, it's just used as the control tool,
Launches.
but the powers that be from
Hands off to
higher
Williams.
up are
And he pump fakes,
just
twisting
trying to
and
get rid
turning.
of people in general.
Here.
Population
That was just a bad
control.
shot. The ball is loose.
It's sad,
Quick
but
release. With the thunderous dunk.
some people are
was
going to
a
die
silky
from lack
smooth
of
move.
knowledge.
Pierce. Hands off to Marbury. How did he get through? He stopped him. Oh, that guy just took a shot.
Paul Pierce, I like this
Really
combo of
nice.
Paul Pierce and Paul
And
Walker.
we
I
got
can
to
get
see
down
that one
with it.
again. Williams.
I wouldn't think anyone should really want to take that, especially
Finds
the
Walker.
way it's
Deflected
been
away.
forced on you
Launches his body.
in
I want to see
conversation
the replay on that one.
today. So my philosophy on like the vaccines, just think about
Marbury.
this for a
Get
second.
that shot out of here.
Think of wild animals,
that'll put out
okay?
the fire in a hurry.
Squirrel, raccoon,
He shook
deer,
him out of his
whatever,
drawers.
okay?
Twisting and turning.
They're just born in the wild. They live wherever they want, in a forest,
Hands
in
off
the
to Marbury.
neighborhood,
Marbury.
and there's no
He
other
launches. Comes away
deer
with the
or
board.
squirrels or raccoons pressuring them to inject things in their body or to have their blood drawn by other deer, squirrels, or raccoons. And then furthermore, they don't care if they're born in a forest here in Chicago. They don't care what the other
To Pierce.
squirrels, deer, and raccoon are doing in a
And now he
forest in
spins right
China.
by him.
You know, like they
The
have
dunk contest
humans
has just been decided.
constantly worried
And he
about
pump fakes.
what's happening
That
in
was all
China
wrong.
and the UK and all this crap.
And he
Like,
grabs
we
the
don't
ball.
live there. We got to get back to
Williams. That was just a
you
bad
know,
shot. Whoop.
doing
This
what we
guy
do
is
locally.
Really heating up.
So there's a constant pressure now
Marbury.
for
Williams.
humans to say, like,
lost the ball.
behave,
Quick release.
take injections,
And we gotta see that one
say
again.
certain things, and
And now he
basically
spins right by him.
they've created a system. It's enslavement
Pierce.
by consent, because they know
Right through.
if if they push to the point where you see it coming, right, then
crossover.
it's going to end
Oh,
in a
with the
bloody
spin.
massacre. And it's better to
Pierce,
try to manage
Marbury,
people
dishes to
into
Williams.
buying into it
Williams.
for their agendas.
Nothing but nylon. Oh, with the spin. Walker
Yeah, I mean, everything's
with the jumper.
inverted. It was pretty,
That was a cheap shot.
not really funny, but it was like the
Goaltending.
people that
Hands
are
off to
following
Walker.
everything
Walker.
the TV's telling them to do.
There
They're
is
calling
1 minute
them
left.
woke. I'm like, that's
With the fancy
just
dribbling.
completely backwards.
Finds Williams. Oh, that was
Yeah,
a big time
that's
block.
on me and you, baby. Ain't nothing but mammals.
Hands off to Pierce. How did he get through?
That was a
He
funny song.
stopped him.
They like
And here
dressed
he
up
comes.
like the animals. Yeah, I mean that's basically what it is, John.
can't
Like
stop that
just
shot.
guinea pigs.
He
Let's see
spun
what
right
happens.
by his man. That was Dunkadelic. Dishes to Marbury.
This is one of those
Marbury,
games where
and
I
couldn't
could
get
just
it.
play
Walker.
without thinking too much.
At the horn.
That's also a sign of a good arcade game. Brazilians are fighting because of Trump and Biden. It's like, you live in Brazil. Why do you care what these two old men are doing? They're two wings of the same bird. They work together, and their division, their ideas being completely opposite, besides for, everyone taking a vaccine, which is a huge red flag, is to divide people further and further from each other. And I'm telling you, they got what they wanted. They've divided friends, they've divided family, and It's a slow path back to freedom, but it's coming. He fired a Glock. There you go. Yeah, it kind of created a situation where people are like, maybe I should get something to protect myself versus other crazy people and tyrannical government. And I think I'm gonna. Oh, Calbert Chaney's a classic. He's in NBA Jam TE. Did you know the term word sun upside down, it's the same? I haven't heard that one. I'm going to go with Cheney. I'm going to switch it up. Just see if I can pull it off with these two guys. We just need to stop. Just stop paying attention to it. Just do you. It's all someone else's agenda to knock you off your own path of what you like to do, and who you like to be with, and the communities you like to be part of. Just stop.
With the off-balance runner.
These are psychopaths.
Oh my! Williams takes off from the foul line. Finds Cheney.
I'm gonna so.
There
you go. Thank you.
And he swats it away. Marbury comes away with the board. Beautiful move from the baseline. Hands off to Williams.
You want to play goalie, Eli? Do you play hockey?
No business taking that shot. The tee. Oh, with the spin. Williams. And he comes away with the ball.
You can definitely feel the difference. You know, that's what I like about this game is you can really notice the difference from player to player. If their dribbling rating isn't that high, then they can only do like the spin move dribble, which isn't that effective for preventing steals. Brian he's good. I don't know if he's coming Saturday. I would think probably not, but he was talking to me about coming over to play games. So I don't know if he has like a person limit or what his deal is, but
hands off to Williams.
He's doing good.
He couldn't hit a barn door with
as far as I know. Does Jordan hate LeBron? I mean, I don't follow that drama.
Deflected. Finds Williams.
I really don't care. NBA sucks now. This game's awesome. NBA and NBC, 90s NBA was unbelievable. I didn't really experience the 80s, even 2000s into the 2010s was good NBA basketball, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, if you want to go do something, you have to do it now. You have to take what you want back. They have people operating against their own will. Oh, I forgot to put the nets in there. Just talking too much. Normally, like, very social people just refusing to see anyone. It's sad.
And he catches a break. To Cheney. Cheney.
I can't believe they can keep it going this long.
Marbury finds Cheney. He is really heating up.
I don't know, Deontay.
Hands off to Marbury. Marbury. Cheney. Cheney.
Albert Cheney. The Tony Petit.
Blocked it and kept possession. Drains it. Cheney.
Yeah, there was still fighting back then.
Get that shot out of here. Lets it fly from downtown.
There was nothing like,
Cheney.
New York Knicks versus Chicago Bulls matinee special on NBA, NBC on the weekend, or the Knicks versus the Pacers.
There's the shot.
Yeah, it's some good matchups.
Fires, and he comes away with the ball.
Knicks versus the Heat. I really liked watching the Knicks in the 90s. Not because I was rooting for them,
Fires it
just
from long
because
range.
they just had a big
Cheney.
bruiser,
He fakes him
team.
right out. Going
Like a
high. Calvert
star
Cheney.
coach, and
And
gritty
it's all
players.
starting to unravel now. Again with the shot.
They were a
They
good
need to
villain
get something going here.
in the
Time
big
is
city
winding
of New
down.
York.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back. He shoots off the mark. A beautiful alley-oop. Oh, with the spin. With the
So when you're
beautiful
playing the
spin move.
computer, like the first
Marbury.
few teams and
Good!
games, they're not really that hard. I'm just getting kind of
The
back in
Boston
the swing of
Celtics
it.
have won the game.
I'm noticing now, like, when I playing versus humans way different. Yeah, that's what I hear. I mean, I've seen highlights of the 80s basketball. I just didn't get to experience it live. Go for it, Eli. Hakeem destroyed all the centers. Hakeem, he had the best moves. I mean, he was really an excellent center and player. Who holds the Cleveland Cavaliers all-time record for highest three-point percentage in a season? I'm going to say Danny Ferry. Oh, Steve Kerr. Probably only shot like 103 times. I do think school, I don't think it's a waste of time if you're in the right, school or college, but public school, most of it's indoctrination, especially now. I don't think what I experienced was complete. There was a lot of freedom that I experienced as a young kid. But college, if it's a specialty college, like they say, like the colleges that don't want to take the specialty courses, it's like, is transfer credits. Like these are the courses where you're actually diving into knowing how to do something, where it's like these general educations, like you're educated and you don't really know how to do anything.
Back up again.
All right, let's take a
Quick
look
crossover.
at Green Magic's tier list. And let's see here. Tier 3, there is 6 teams. I don't need to use the Bulls. I'm not going to read all the names this time. It's Cavs, Blazers, Bulls, Hawks, Warriors, Bucks. So who do you want to see? I don't want to use the Bulls because I know I'm good with them. So Cavs, Blazers, Bulls, Hawks, Warriors, Bucks.
With a beautiful spin move. And he frees himself.
Yeah, I mean, if
With a beautiful spin move.
you get a good school, it's probably going to be a private school. But
From
like
the
when I
three-point line.
grew up, especially in my early years, there was a lot. In my later, like I would say middle school years, I had a lot of older teachers, so they experienced a much different freedom in the U.S. than some of the newer teachers later on. I have no idea about that. Deontay, is the Magic in this game? Yes. The Warriors.
Quick release. And we got to see that one again.
Couldn't play. Well, I mean, it's because they took the physicality out of the game. I think the players are very skilled now and fast, and it doesn't seem like they get tired. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, they're not like, if you put the New York Knicks of the 90s up against with physical rules, against one of these cupcake like Warriors teams, I think the Knicks would win. But that's just me. But they would have to have the right rules. If he'd had today's rules versus that Knicks team, obviously the Warriors would crush them. This game's 1999. Let's keep it going. I think I like John's pick. The Portland Trailblazers. Rasheed Wallace. Here we go. The Trailblazers. Where is their logo? There it is. Oh, we got to fix that up. And I guess that's why I haven't been updating the logos, because I don't get to pick their team. Then I forget about it. NBC Conan O'Brien. Yeah. Yeah, Embiid shooting threes, that's right. Doesn't need to be that way. Oh man, so on this team, I like Steve Smith is like who I would use probably. Just because he's like middle height, 6'7". He's got all the skills. Stoudemire is fast, he's good. But I never like to use the small guy. Sabonis is big. I would put him in just to take up some space. I'm going to go with Wallace. Man, oh, they got deadlift too, but he kind of sucks in this game. Let's just go with the big twin towers. Sabonis, the 37-year-old rookie.
The Portland Trailblazers go up against the Golden State Warriors.
Go back to the park and shoot some terrible free throws. I never watched women's NCAA basketball. I did watch the WNBA for the first few years that it started. I was pretty young then, but you know, it was pretty much marketed like NBA game. Change the foul rules, Malice at the Palace.
Eric Dampier.
I'm telling you,
Mookie Blaylock.
I feel like at some point they just
Sabonis,
don't want
Rasheed Wallace.
physical things happening. They just want it. Like, wouldn't you rather just hold a controller?
Here's the tip. And this game is underway.
Game,
There was a Showtime
you
dunk.
know, like just control all the players
With the
being
hesitation
connected
move,
by the
with
internet.
the jumper. Hands off to Wallace. How did he get through? Wallace.
Like, imagine a Madden game where
Dishes to Blaylock.
there was a person
Blaylock.
online
Lays it
on
up
the
and
internet
in.
controlling each player, and then that's what they were showing
Smooth
on
move.
TV. Like, that's this type of stuff that I can see
Dampier.
happening
He pokes
now.
it away. Finds Blaylock. Get that shot out of here. Finds Wallace.
Mookie.
Sabonis with the running one-hander.
Oh, what did you guys think of the Warriors jerseys that they have here with the lightning strikes? I liked it. Oh yeah, Sabonis in
Dampier.
NBA in his prime.
The ball
That would
is
have been
loose.
interesting
And he missed it.
because he was much more athletic
Let's see that
from
one again.
some of the footage I looked up.
Blaylock.
By the time he was in the NBA, he was not athletic. He was just skilled
Hands off to
and
Wallace.
tall.
He cannot find the range. Lays it up.
I haven't heard of Raw Dog.
How did he get through?
I haven't heard about him too much.
Rasheed Wallace. Hands off to
1999's Raptors
The ball is
jersey,
loose.
yes.
Not today,
Vince
baby.
Carter rookie ones.
There is 1 minute left. Knocks it away. In his case, the playground is heaven.
Which were just their
Hands off to Wallace.
expansion jerseys.
He spun right by his man.
Really.
Rasheed Wallace. Hands off to Dampier. Blaylock
Yeah, it wasn't as big of a
finds Blaylock.
thing, really. I
Time
don't
is
think in the
winding down.
90s where all
A
the
gorgeous
European
fadeaway.
stars were coming
He
over
spun
to
right by his
NBA.
man. Oh, baby, he wanted all of it, and he got
I
it.
mean, you did have them. Kukoc,
Blaylock, stolen.
Drazen Petrovic.
Oh, oh, my. He probably should have passed.
14-14, not doing as good with Rasheed Wallace. I think year 2000 or 99-2000. Because I
To
think
Wallace.
the 98-99 rosters is
Sabonis
when they still had
with the power move.
the Raptor on the jersey.
Hands off to Blaylock. Dishes to Blaylock.
With
Lays it up and in.
Barry, Robert Parrish,
To Wallace. Twisting and
New
turning.
Orleans
Goes
expansion. Well,
baseline. Hands off to Dampier. Dampier.
it's
Great
kind of
shot.
foggy because they had the Hornets
Wallace launches.
were New Orleans
Blaylock.
Hornets for a little bit.
Fires.
And these Warriors aren't playing.
Hands off to Wallace. And now he spins right by him.
Olympic basketball created the foreign Euro
Wallace.
players.
Wallace. Golden State up by 1. Dishes to Dampier. He should never have
The
been taking that shot.
pinstripes. Oh yeah, the
That's his
pinstripes
shot.
were big in the
Dishes to
90s on the
Wallace.
Bulls. Because
Wallace
the Bulls had
way
these
above the rim.
alternate black jerseys with red pinstripes, and like
Golden
everybody.
State
And they
up
didn't
by
wear them
1.
that often, but they were
The
like
ball
so
is
popular.
loose. Finds Wallace. Whoa.
No, this is being played
Hands
on an
off to
actual
Dampier.
Dreamcast.
Finds Blaylock.
There it is.
And he missed it. A beautiful Swiss shot.
I don't do emulation very
Wallace.
often.
How did he get through?
Last time I did it was when I was playing Tecmo
Nothing but
Super
the
Bowl
bottom of the
online.
net. Deflected. Again with the shot. He clears his man out.
I never really liked the Pelicans team name or logo
Blaylock.
stuff.
Now he has found a hot spot. With a beautiful spin move.
Come on, Rasheed
Rasheed
Wallace. I think I'm
Wallace.
definitely
With
switching
30
to
seconds
Steve
to go,
Smith.
launches
That's
his
who I
body.
would control. I
A
like
beautiful
to
shot.
get a tall, like,
Smooth move.
in the middle range,
Wallace.
6'5" to 6.
To Blaylock.
Well, really, in this game, as tall
He
as
just flat out
possible,
leveled him.
and have that
Oh, he
skill
dunked
set
it.
of being able to dribble, shoot, and dunk. That's why I think
Hands off
Kukoc
to
is so
Wallace.
good in this
Oh,
game,
with the
because he could
spin.
do everything, and he's
He
like
dunked on him.
6'11", so he could grab boards and block.
Finds Dampier.
Oh, the
Dampier.
Hornets alternate jerseys? Yeah, I remember those. Stats guy? I was in it for both stats and for wins. For sure, I've always paid attention to the numbers. They could have thought of a better name. Yeah, they could have done something with both the name and the logo, I think. Ben Wallace, he might be on the Wizards. I'm gonna keep Detlef. I think that. Don't forget, Detlef is pretty tall too. He's like 6'10". The Miracle Richfield jersey. I'd have to look it up. I think I kind of can visualize it, but Suns black jerseys. Oh yeah, I like those. Definitely.
It is all tied up.
What's up, Greg?
There's a hard shove. Dishes to Blaylock. He
The
holds
Wizards.
it in. Blaylock.
Yeah, I'm not sure who
That was
they
a
might have
silky
Stackhouse
smooth
in this.
Smooth move.
I'm familiar with
Beautiful spin
dingleberries.
move. That was one for the highlight reel.
I know the term.
Hands off to Blaylock. Blaylock. And he missed it. Shrimp.
See that move right there? You just hit
Finds Blaylock.
both pass buttons at the same time. X and A. I do it when I'm
It is all
showing
tied
off.
up. Finds Smith.
My brother
Really
gets
got
pissed
him.
when I do that.
Dishes to Blaylock. Blaylock.
No one really does it
Boom shakalaka.
too often.
Smooth move. He lays it up.
It works best
I
on a
wanna see the
breakaway.
replay on that one. Hands off to Blaylock. Blaylock.
Get that out of here.
Blaylock. And he missed it. He spun right by
Yeah,
his
that
man.
looks one of those
Oh,
guys,
with
if
the
he
spin.
was in this game in his prime,
guy
he would
is
be a really
really
good
heating
player
up.
because he's got the height. Like, the height
Blaylock
is nice in this game.
finds Smith.
But
Smith.
his ratings just aren't that
Don't
good.
touch him. You'll burn your fingers. This guy is on fire.
Mickey D's, quarter pounder.
Oh, rejected. Finds Dampier.
Indiana
that'll douse the
Pacers,
flame.
yeah, I like that.
Portland up by
The
3.
dark navy and yellow pinstripes.
Blaylock.
Pinstripes
Just
were all
hit
the
a
rage
barn door
back
with a
then.
banjo. Finds Smith.
Now, I mean, I can't tell you how many times the
Finds
Warriors
Dampier.
changed their logo and jerseys.
Dampier. Quick
It's like they
release.
have 20
Oh,
different
that
logos
was
and jerseys
good
that they
luck.
could roll out.
Portland
Run
up
with
by
any
3.
Mookies?
Quick as lightning.
Yeah, I knew a guy
Boom,
named Mookie.
baby. Hands off to Dampier. He knocks the ball loose.
Thank you, John.
No good.
Yeah, there's not too many trick dunks in this game, but that's one of them. Warriors love that merch. Rip City. I mean, I can't keep track. I saw a highlight. Got an Oakland
Find Smith.
jersey now.
Oh,
They
with
had
the
like
spin.
those Japanese-looking
my.
jerseys.
Blaylock
Laylock's
He
on
is in a
fire.
zone.
What's going on? This is actually a close
with the
one.
crossover. Smith lights it up for 2. Hands off to Blaylock. With the hesitation move.
What I
He
figured
is in
out
a
too
zone.
about Showtime is
Oh,
I'm
with the
much better
spin.
on the arcade.
Quick
Well,
as
not
lightning.
much, but I'm a little better on the arcade
There's the
cabinet
2.
than I am on the
Dishes to
Dreamcast.
Dampier. That was a cheap shot. Oh, and it falls through for 2.
And it's
And
pretty
now he
much the
spins
same
right by
game.
him.
Just
Muscles it
that's
down
what
for
I've
2.
noticed.
Hands off to Dampier.
I don't know why Steph Curry tries to sound like that.
Portland by a point. Crosses over. Going up for the dunk.
All right, we got a close one, 56-53.
With a fancy crossover.
Got Mooks.
In his case, the playground is heaven. Finds Smith. And now he spins right by him. And he misses wildly.
That was a
Dampier.
bad shot. Oh, he's behind the backboard. I didn't grab that.
My. Hands off to Smith. Twisting and
There it
turning.
is again. Showing off,
That
just
was
showing
a
off.
slam dunk for the ages. Quick release. Finds Smith.
So I really haven't tried to be too precise with my
Launches.
pushing, which I need to brush up
1
on
minute
that
left in
skill.
regulation.
Just threw it away.
And it's good. Dishes to Smith. With the crossover.
Oh,
Get
damn,
that
Pierre.
shot out of here. He lays it up.
There's situations where you need
Time is
three-point
winding
shooting.
down.
Boom, get the
This
2-point
place
lead.
is going nuts. Anything
Smith
can
could
happen.
shoot.
Dampier. He is going airborne.
They know I'm going to block them,
Finds
so they
Blaylock.
keep passing it.
And the crowd has come alive. Smooth move with the crossover. Dishes
Oh.
to Shrimp.
Deadlift at the buzzer. Oh, man, that was kind of a botched play. I was trying to get the
The
pass
Golden
back
State
from him, and
Warriors.
he didn't give back. Man. Steve Smith. So, yeah, that's combined from both guys that I used. Detlef with a huge play. I'm surprised it went in. Adam's like, play it again. Play it again sports. I used to work there. I don't know how they're doing these days. Well, it was a good franchise. You know, get some used sporting equipment cheaper. 97, 98. I want to say it was on the 76ers then. No, Hang Time's not going to be featured in the Retro Sports Gamer Championship. Yeah, Derek Coleman was not in his prime when he got to the 76ers, but he still had skill. Let me think, do I still got one in me for tonight? Let's take a look. I went through all the tiers except tier 1 and 2. So Green Magic's tier list. Tier 2, Sonics, Pacers, Raptors, Suns, Wizards. And I was wrong. Ben Wallace is not on the Wizards in this game. It's Richmond, Mitch Richmond, Rod Strickland, Tracy Murray, and Juwan Howard.
He launches the three. Goes up high. That was one for the highlight reel.
So there you have it.
Twisting
Dirk
and turning.
called him Erica in the 2005 playoffs.
The chip shot. From the baseline.
Hang Time is not better than Showtime,
Houston,
but
we have liftoff.
I guess if you prefer defense and you like the 2D type graphics, then yeah, you could prefer it. It's a great game. I love NBA Hang Time on the N64 and arcade. No, he definitely was on the Wizards.
I want to see the replay on that one.
I know was a fact. He's just not in the game. I mean, he wasn't good on the Wizards.
And we got to see that one again.
That's why it was kind of bizarre that he blew up. Yeah. What team do you want to see me use? I just said the teams. I'll play one more.
Let's see that one again.
We got Sonics, Pacers, Raptors, Suns. So I don't want to use Pacers or Raptors. I know I'm good with them. Sonics, Suns, or Wizards. Man, I'm really surprised by some of these. I think it's the 3-point shooting. The Sonics in tier 2. I would definitely be using Pacers or Raptors in this tier. So I guess it doesn't really matter. The other teams, I wouldn't use them. So yeah, I'll use Pacers or Raptors. Magic? Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about him on the Magic. They don't have Charles Barkley. I mean, I'll use the Suns. They got like Penny Hardaway kid. They got a fun team. We were talking about their jerseys, their black jerseys. The Phoenix Suns. All right, let's do this. I don't like Gary Payton in this game just because he's a little too short. He can't dunk. I really like to have that nice dunk rating because when you got a guy who's shooting layups, they're a lot easier to block. Yeah, he came from the Wizards. Rip Hamilton. He played with Jordan. Phoenix Suns. I got Roy Rogers, or Rodney Rogers, Anthony Hardaway, Jason Kidd, Tom Gugliotta, Rex Chapman, Luke Longley. So why is this team in this tier? It's really because of Rex Chapman. That 19 three-pointers, I mean, he could drain them. You'll drain them with 19. You gonna use my mayor? Who the heck's the mayor over there? Let me guess. It's not Jason Kidd. Is it Gugliotta? Who is the mayor? Who is the mayor? Who are you talking about? Oh, Kevin Johnson. Yeah, KJ's not on this. Penny and Rex. Please don't lose. Let's start with Rex and just try to drain threes. I like to get a big guy in there. Get Rodney Rogers going. Pretty good stats overall. Oh, Rex, yeah.
The Phoenix
The
Suns
Kings
go up against the Sacramento
classic
Kings.
West Coast matchup. Here we go. Googs looks like a stud. I don't know. Wasn't Kevin Johnson's prime pretty short? Oh wow, those Kings jerseys look pretty cool.
Rodney Rogers.
Got the split.
Rex
I don't remember
Chapman.
those. I had a Jason Williams Kings jersey.
Here's the tip. And it is showtime here. Fires it from long
Probably
range.
the one jersey I had that definitely looked like a gangbanger
good.
jersey.
Hands off to Chapman. That was a silky smooth move. No!
I had to do my
With
white
a
chocolate
beautiful
thing.
spin move.
Oh, never
He may be
mind.
headed
Rex
for the
Chapman
bench.
can't hit. What's up, Dwayne?
Thunderbird throws it in.
Yeah, the Goblin, definitely. We got a Goblin as
Hands
the
off to
mayor of
Chapman.
Chicago,
Crosses over.
Beetlejuice.
Chapman.
It's pretty much a joke
see
if
that
you
one
listen
again.
to her, but believe it
Sacramento
or not,
up by a
there's
point.
a lot of people that
A long two.
like her.
How did he get through?
And I say her
Chapman.
lightly because I'm not really sure.
Fire. To Thunderbird. Thunderbird.
Thunderbird
Just
hitting
cannot be
threes.
stopped.
All this
Oh, with the
classic
spin.
Phoenix.
Thunderbird.
Yeah, you don't see the floor when you
There's
back
nothing
up Chris
sweeter
Webber
than
on the
an alley-oop.
Kings.
He goes right by him from way outside.
He just didn't have the finesse of Corliss Williamson. Oh,
Magic
get that out of here. That was
carpet
a time ago.
Dishes to Chapman. Back up again. Hands off to Thunderbird. Dishes to Thunderbird. That was all ball.
Just might have had a
He
blind
hauled
block
it in.
there. I wasn't even looking.
Thunderbird. Chapman.
Thunder Dan on the Heat. He
Takes
might have
off.
been. He definitely wasn't
Let's
on the
see that one
Suns.
again.
I don't know if he made the Heat roster because I think they replaced him with Vashawn
Oh,
Leonard,
with the spin.
the shooting guard.
Alley-oop.
But I do remember that stint.
With the beautiful
Yeah,
spin
you try
move.
to help
clock is
Oliver
ticking.
Miller off the ground. You just
Crosses over. Thunderbird.
made a mistake.
Launches.
It's like trying to move a piano
Finds
by
Chapman.
yourself. It'll be tough.
Chapman.
You'll get a
Awesome.
hernia.
Hands off to Thunderbird. A long
wow.
two. It could be.
17 up. The chucking threes strategy is not going too well. And Pat Riley, he really gets around in the NBA.
He spun right by his man. Beautiful move.
Throw that oop.
What an alley-oop.
So you can get team fire in this game, but it's really not
Going
that.
high. That was
Actually,
one for the
that's a little
highlight
bit
reel.
more effective.
Dishes to Chapman.
Well, no,
How did
I
he
don't
get
know what I'm
through?
saying.
Really skying.
Pretty easy to score in this, so fire on either side is not the biggest
Hands
deal.
off to Thunderbird.
'Cause you could still dunk on a guy.
Thunderbird. He
Gotta
stopped
do.
him. Chapman.
Man, Chapman's really bricking them up with 19
Fires.
threes. Corliss,
Rogers.
Corliss? Is that what you said?
He launches one.
Oh, man.
He is going airborne.
Back when there
And
was
we
a
gotta
post-up
see
game
that
in
one
the
again.
NBA. Wasn't that a great thing?
How do you like that, huh?
Dishes to Chapman. Oh, with the spin. He probably should have passed.
Man, I used to
Boom
love doing that.
shakalaka. Sacramento up by a point.
You know, I didn't play
Chapman.
basketball
And
on
he
my
missed
high
it.
school team,
Dishes to Thunderbird.
but
Boom shakalaka.
I pretty much played in rec leagues,
Hands off to Chapman.
during that time.
Quick crossover.
and I could beat players
Oh,
one-on-one
was that
that
a
were
dunk?
on the team by posting them up. Like, one,
With the
you just
hesitation
couldn't
move.
stop it. Just
That's
outpower
simply
them,
outrageous.
hook shots. There's
Twisting and
nothing they
turning.
can do.
Dishes to Rogers. A beautiful swish shot. There is 1 minute left.
Did Corliss win a
He
six-man?
missed again. Again with the
That's
shot.
a career highlight for him.
He hauls it in. Launches his body.
Yeah, I
gets
thought these
by him.
jerseys were pretty cool, too.
Twisting and turning. From way outside. Rogers. With the thunderous dunk.
So one of my 2-on-2 strategies that I like,
The
if I'm
Kings
playing
lead
with
is 2.
4 players, is
Chapman.
if someone's
Again
really
with the
not
shot.
that great that I'm playing with, is I give them a 3-point
the
shooter
horn.
like Chapman, and then I do like all the dribbling moves and all the navigating down the court, and then they try to stop me, and then I just kick it out to the guy in the corner for the 3. That strategy has worked pretty well. Patrick Ewing. Oh yeah, he's pretty sure he's still on the Knicks in this. So the guy that I would use, man, there's really no one I like. See, I wouldn't use this team at all. Would kind of go Penny, but his 3-point shooting sucks. There's no like, yeah, I'll probably go Penny just because of his dunking and dribbling with his speed. Then we'll get Luke Longley. Gugliotta's not bad to use either. I could have used him. I think I'll put Gugliotta in over Longley. Yeah, good game. Dunking, that's what it's about in these type of games. So if I play like this on Saturday, I don't know if I will actually be winning the tournament.
Hardaway.
I'm going to have to step it up. My Showtime game.
Hardaway. Way up in the air. He ties
been
it with a 3.
Probably
It
a
is
week
all
since I
tied up.
streamed, so
Play is getting very physical.
it's been good talking with the chat today. Thank you guys
Hands off
for
to
continually
Hardaway.
coming back.
Crosses over. Whoop.
But Saturday is going to be a fun
It
one.
is
It will
all
be
tied
all
up.
day thing. I'll be going on for
Going
like
high.
8 hours or so. And
Finds
you're going to
Hardaway.
get
Beautiful
to see
move.
some people live
Knocks the ball
action
loose.
and in person.
That was all ball.
Playing
Takes
some of
off.
these games that a lot of people
Finds
grew up
Hardaway.
playing.
With a fancy crossover. No.
Back when people
Finds Gugliotta. Launches his body.
at each other's
Right
houses
through.
just to play some of these games.
Sacramento
Saturday
up by
will
a
be
point.
streamed.
Magic
I
carpet
can't
ride.
say that I've tested it at the place we're having it.
Hardaway. That was a
I
silky
probably
smooth
will
move.
just stream off my phone as
Oh,
opposed
that
to
was
their
pure
Wi-Fi,
luck.
because Wi-Fi can be kind of
There is
unpredictable.
1 minute left.
But we'll see.
Let's see that one again. Hands off to Hardaway.
See you later, Smoke.
Dishes
Boom.
to Hardaway.
80s
Look, no
Ewings.
rim. Sacramento up by a
Artie
point.
Lang beat
With the
WNBA
finger
star
roll.
10-0 with all post-ups.
Oh, was that a thing of beauty? With the
Yeah, I mean,
crossover.
if you got
with
post-up
30
down
seconds to go.
one-on-one,
Sacramento up by a
and
point.
if they actually allow the physicality, it's
His timing was off.
a way to take down your opponent.
With a fancy crossover. Way above the rim.
Use that strength. What's up, James Bond?
The last shot. No good.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my last one. It's very fast-paced. It's fun. games go by pretty quick.
Phoenix by a
They're
point.
about 12,
That
15
was a
minutes
silky
each.
smooth move. Takes off. This guy
Ada's
is
on fire.
That's right, all day long.
Hands off to Thunderbird. That was
Do
brutal.
I play it? I'm not.
Hardaway.
I could play it at a
Dishes
much
to
higher
Thunderbird.
level. I'm reading the chat.
That'll
I'm
put out the
playing
fire to hurry. And he gets hit hard.
and just kind of
Totally
getting the
faked him
feel
out of his
for
shoes. He is really
playing
heating
again
up.
on the Dreamcast. We'll see. Like,
Hands off to
out of the
Hardaway.
5 games that we're playing in this tournament, NHL 94 is pretty much the one I could say that I'm going to lose more often than
Dishes
not.
to Thunderbird.
So that's going to be my major
Boom
weakness,
shakalaka.
unfortunately.
Crosses over.
With
Quick
the
release.
other guys that
Comes
are
away
playing
with
in
the
the
board.
tournament, just put way more work in
The ball is
in that
loose.
game.
Gugliotta.
So
That was one for
it's
the
going to be
highlight
tough.
reel.
But when it comes to this, RBI
Hands off to
Baseball,
Thunderbird.
Tecmo Super Bowl, and even Blitz,
He gave him a push.
be right up there,
Shoots.
able to compete
What
with
a
anyone.
brick.
So it'll be interesting to see how it goes down. Everyone's got their strengths and their
Dishes to
weaknesses
Thunderbird.
going into the tournament.
Whoop.
But I think if you
Nothing
feel
but net.
confident, if
Look
you're
at him
good
go.
at 4 of the 5 games,
With a beautiful spin move.
and there's probably a
Hardaway.
few guys there that I could beat in NHL 94, but I'm certainly not counting on it.
And he comes away with the ball. 1 minute left in regulation. Zoom, baby. And we gotta see that one again.
It is tougher because the players are moving so fast.
Finds
And
Hardaway.
they got that 5
Crosses
foul
over,
rule, so if
way
you
above
can't
the
just
rim.
continually just push the
He
crap
spun
out
right
of
by his
people.
man.
There's a penalty for doing
He
that.
is going
If I
airborne.
got 5 fouls, then they would go to the free throw line for 1 free throw worth 3 points.
Don't count
and
him
then
out
they get
yet.
the ball back too.
Thunderbird. And he pump fakes.
Look at that.
He loses it. Gugliotta.
Oh,
Awesome defense.
Googs.
Shoots. His
Not
timing was
clutch by
off. The Phoenix Suns have defeated
Jason Williams.
the Sacramento Kings.
This is the third one. Green Magic has won the first 2. He made the tier list for Showtime. So we have to say he's the favorite. FIFA at the World Championships. McMahon, comeback player of the year in 91. That's because Randall got injured. Yep. I didn't know he was comeback player of the year, but I knew he played because Randall Cunningham went down. What team has won 69 or more games in 2 different seasons? The Bulls. Took down the Kings. The tier list at the bottom, he has the T-Wolves, Heat, Nets, Magic, Grizzlies, and Clippers. I mean, it's a pretty good tier list overall. It's going to do the job for this tournament. It's going to be exciting. We're using all tier lists for the tournament. So you use teams you're comfortable with and not get forced into matchup. So that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. I know there'll probably be a couple more streams before the tournament on Saturday, either by myself, Sean, or Lumberjack Cracks. My brother's playing Tecmo, which is surprising me, getting ready for
With
that
the
game.
hesitation move.
So
And here he comes.
that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning
Again
in.
with the shot.
And remember, you got to stay free out there.
Fires.
Write your own script. Don't be
Oh, with
part
the
of someone
spin.
else's agenda. And definitely, the way things are going, just completely
is loose.
disobey the government.
In his
There's a bunch
case,
of
the
Looney
playground is
Tunes
heaven.
in those positions. And don't forget they give you your heroes so that there's none of them there really fighting for you, even if you like what they say. So, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching Showtime. And
Oh, rejected.
we'll be back soon.
From
Take
the
care.
corner.